Hi, this is Krista from the Digital Pathfinders, which include myself, Cassandra, and Francis. This is a look into our low fidelity prototype built in a sandbox within Blackboard Learn. Our pilot program is intended for course reviewers who have previously reviewed at UNM, but need a refresh and normed to the new rubric standards. Eventually, the audience will include those who have not reviewed courses. The content must also be easily updated, and we decided to chunk out the rubric, which is 5 standards, into 5 different modules, and then we have an introduction here. So our course uses primarily constructivist learning theory, social constructivism, and cognitive tasks. Each module should take the participant a minimum of 30 minutes and a maximum of 2 hours to complete over a 2-week time frame. It's completely asynchronous, so they can do this at their own schedule. Each module will have a small summary overview, and then they can dig in deeper to look at the components. So they can click up here on the top, or they can click here to begin. As you can see here, we'll go in, I will put this on as if I'm a user. I click in here. And so each module will consist of primarily 4 small components. An overview. This is an overview of the entire course, letting the participants know the importance of the rubric and what it is, and how this training will help them become a reviewer or become a better reviewer. Learning goals and objectives of the entire course are found here with verbs such as develop, identify and apply, and compose. So after completing this training, they should be able to effectively do the following things. Resources and support is found here, and these links will link back to 2 pages on the left-hand navigation. When we complete all the content, they should be able to download the files and materials they need to complete a course review, as well as the supplemental information from this training, the PowerPoints that include each standard of the rubric chunked out, and will have visuals that demonstrate how that standard was met with facilitator notes in the PowerPoint. Here's the contact information. We don't know who the training facilitator will be yet. Our immediate stakeholder is Stephanie Spong, the Associate Director. And then we have the Center for Digital Learning main campus information and online directory listing. Each module will consist of a discussion board where the participant will be expected to do 1 short post, maybe 1 to 3 sentences or a paragraph, and then respond to one of their colleagues. Each discussion will have its own set of prompts, so that way it's guided and we're keeping people on track. This one is a little more open to interpretation since it is an introduction. And this is part of the collaboration component of our course. So going back to the home, we'll get into a model of what each standard of the rubric, what the module will look like. The overview goes through the summary. Then there will be a PowerPoint content breaking down each section of the rubric, 1 discussion post and response, and will end in a short mastery quiz, which is part of the cognitive task. The learner must complete 100% on the quiz to proceed to the next module. And there will be feedback prompts within a quiz telling them where to find the information they need within the PowerPoint content, step 2. So they can click down here or on top to get started. Each module has an overview of the content within it. This one, the reviewers have to start with a basic checklist. So they can't start reviewing a course until they know that the course has met these basic parameters. So each standard will have a PowerPoint presentation. And let me show you what that'll look like. We have a branded UNM template here. So standard 1 is 1A through 1D, I believe. And this takes the 17-page rubric and chunks it out, makes the font bigger, easier to read. We'll have facilitator notes at the bottom here, and we will incorporate screenshots showing them how this standard was met on an actual certified course. So this will go through each section, and it would start 1B. Discussion board. As mentioned, when you go into this discussion board, each one will have its own prompt, and then each module will end with a mastery quiz. All right, well, we definitely look forward to your feedback, and thank you for taking the time to review our low fidelity prototype.